All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time. The moment has arrived. The grand finals is upon us. Let's head to Sleeping Giant and see who is going to go home a winner here in Warship Masters 2025. TWA, they've had quite a break, Zath. They've been waiting for many hours now to figure out who it is they're going to play in this match. Their old friends RESIN are back. Let's have a look over their lineup. Running a triple destroyer lineup. We're looking at Sakiko's hull here. Okay, a little bit of range action. Vile's Daring, more of a gunboat build, RPF. Solitude's Ragnar, again with the range, and no RPF on the Ragnar. Okay. Amugu's Venezia, unique upgrade. Kinemad's Henri Catra, also unique upgrade. Have to look into that one. Howlu, Messi, unique upgrade, and Silverblade in a Bungo.
Oh my goodness, it's a battleship, everyone.
It is indeed. Talk to me about Resin's lineup in red, Zath.
All right. To the south is Resin NA's #1 team. We've got Eagle Lance in the Gdansk and Freiss in the Grozovoy this time. So they're not going to do the exact same thing that they did before, both using special commanders and their special skills. Remember that the legendary commander's talents are not available in a training room environment, but the buffed skills are. Peyton the Rockhider is in a Howlu. We've got Legend of Formula, also in Napoli with Sansonetti. We've got Mabuki in a Venezia with unique upgrade in Sansonetti. Boomdiata in a Prince Van Oranje. And finally, Mad Dog is in a Z42 at Lutjens. With all the utility. Look at that. Cool.
Double Venezia is over on the 10 line, Zath. That's going to be entertaining to watch.
Yeah, both teams looking like they're going to do the kite away thing over on the C side on the 910, and they're going to put the bulk in the middle and the 1-2 line. So it's going to be fun. Solitude, you mentioned no radiolocation. So for Ragnar, of course, if it gets detected, it can stealth radar, so it can just pop its I-win button and see who's detecting it.
Yep.
But you miss out on that extra information you can provide for your teammates. Now, if you look at Sakiko is using radiolocation. So Sakiko found room in the build for that, and that allows Solitude instead to go for the range upgrade, and he can take reload for slot 6 instead of range for slot 6. I think that's the play there. Try to get the Ragnar's range out so that it can farm from medium to long range.
Now, one thing that we saw Resin do last game that they're doing again this game, as the Venezias begin to trade shots very early over here on the 10 line, they're not diving the ACAP, right? Very commonly up in the tournament, we've seen teams just on Sleeping Giant, they just crash the ACAP. Not happening here.
Yes.
Not from either team.
No.
In fact, I really like how Resin has defended this cap with Boomdiata and Eagle's position. We saw this literally just an hour ago in game 1 of their previous series, basically mimicking the same thing here.
So
Solitude's Ragnar in trouble.
See this? Because he's going to take 3 torpedoes.
He's going to take 3 of them. Wow.
Eagle Lance is like, can I get him? Can I get him?
No,
Pops his radar,
no, he's
nothing.
out of the radar range.
Oof.
They're going to catch a brief glimpse, maybe? No, they don't even catch the glimpse.
It's funny because at the start of this, I was fixing to say that even though TWA had a long break because they were done yesterday early, right? They didn't play in the losers bracket at all that we followed afterwards. They've got all the time in the world to watch streams, yours, mine, whatever, download replays, replay renders, do some, tactics and talk about what the other teams do. We just saw Resin do the same thing that they did against Ayaya just moments ago.
An hour ago.
Yeah, an hour ago. They had plenty of time to watch either of our streams, download the replays, watch it themselves.
They could have watched it live.
That's what I mean. And because it's TWA, it's EU, it's their, it's
afternoon,
time,
baby.
After dinner time.
It's afternoon.
It's not dinner. Yeah, it's afternoon. So anyway.
Well, Solitude's Ragnar just camped out right here. He's spotted now. Okay, now they're going to catch him on the Gdansk radar, but nobody has shots. Nobody can fire at him, but they know he's there. Boomdiata might be the only one who could sneak some shells over. They're going to try and hit him with the Howden Liu bombs. They do get some shots on him.
DCP.
Yep, they're going to try and cross-drop him here with the How Liu bombs and the Orange
Look at
bombs.
this. So many bombs, the game's not even rendering them.
Yeah, there's just so many. But Solitude has already burned through 2 of his heals, and he's still not at a third of his HP.
Mm-hmm.
So
all those
now,
torpedoes do heavy damage.
what I love about Eagle Lance's position is he's like, we've pushed this guy back. He's a risk. We can grab A now. We can change our strategy enough to grab A. Poor Peyton Zath, 2 games in a row. Look at him just getting just Dutch oven here like crazy.
Yep. And he purposely holds his DCP so that he can try to make sure he doesn't get set on a sticky fire from that.
Yep.
But,
He is dark in here
ouch.
for the moment. Let's see if these Henri shells put him back on fire. They don't.
Not yet.
They do manage
Stark was
to
trying.
bag. They do manage to bag A. So early cap advantage here going to Resin. But the overall health advantage still TWA's because they have that bungo in the field, and Zath Silver is making a move. Check it out.
Oh, that's right. I forgot they have a battleship. I'm
Yeah.
looking at Stakiko right now. Stakiko is at half health in the hull.
What's he
I see
been up to over
Silverblade
there?
marching down the 7 line. He was being shot at by the Grozaway Napoli combo, Formula and Price.
Okay.
And Peyton was getting some revenge shots in with his bombs. Didn't really do much, though.
Silver is kind of set up here. It looks like they're not radaring the Ragnar. I thought they were, but they're not. It must have just been detected on the surface.
Yep. Silver shoots the island. Unfortunate. More bombs coming in on Solitude now.
Yeah, they're basically just driving him off.
Mm-hmm.
They know he's low on health. They know he's down to his last heal now. That last 12,000 HP that Solitude is wearing at this moment is all he has left in the game.
Look at Formula on the 1 line.
Uh-oh. Did he make a game return,
Yeah.
Zath?
Yeah, he game returned in front of Kenny. You don't game return in front of
Yeah,
Kenny.
Kenny knows which buttons to push to make your game return feel sad.
Right. Well, either way, I think they've decided that they want to go into kite away positioning over here. So
Yeah,
okay,
there's
they do it.
There's no advantage for them to push on this line. They have the cap advantage. They're building a lead. The health gap is not massive. It exists, but it's not insane. So all they need to do is just, hold what you got, play smart.
Yep. Looking at Silverblade, looks like he's switching his turrets. He's looking to the left now.
Think they're going to try for the Venezia?
I think I think that's what he's thinking now, because he really doesn't have a shot anymore on the extreme edge of the map, and Peyton is making sure that he's not by the flat part of the island.
I'll be honest, Zath, I'm
So
a
he can
little
be
surprised. I'm a little surprised they haven't swapped Solitude and Sakiko, because Solitude's heals are done. That's it. They know exactly where to look for him. He can't heal anymore. Whereas Sakiko has basically double his health and 2 more heals available. Why wouldn't you just swap those guys out?
Well, what they're doing is they're rotating Viles Daring into the mid, which I think is a better decision between the two. He's got heals. He's got the Hydro.
They're not the only one. The Bungo is coming mid too. That's why he flopped his turrets. He flopped his turrets before he made this play.
Yeah, which
He's
also
lit.
just feels weird.
He's lit now.
Yeah. Usually putting a battleship into the middle up here, this is like no man's land. I mean, basically,
odd.
It just gets farmed out.
You know what
I'm surprised to see them make the play here.
You know what I love about sending Vile with him? Vile's got his Hydro ticking. He's basically acting as an escort for this battleship with his Hydro to clear the way for torpedoes.
Imagine a game about fleet tactics and it happening in competitive.
That's just insane. That's just nuts. Now, info radar from Eagle Lance shows them Solitude and Vile, so they know it's multiple ships here in mid. Good information radar there from Eagle. That's gonna give them the tools they need to try and figure out how they want to react. 2 minutes on the timer. 170-point lead here for Resin in game 1. No casualties. Both teams trading very well.
Resin completely redeploying their eastern flank now.
Yes,
Boom
they are.
moving up, Mabuki moving up, Mad Dog coming into the middle. Everybody's getting sucked into the middle of the toilet bowl, everyone. This is going to be fun.
We're not going to Thunderdome, but we are going to mid, so it's going to be entertaining. Now they're bringing Sakiko's hull over. Now they're trying. Here comes Ragnar Raider. They're going to try and RoboCop Eagle Lance.
Oh yeah.
Eagle's about to be lit right there. There it is. So now you've got Vile, Sakiko, and Ragnar there that could all potentially take shots at him.
And Bungo. Silverblade shots out now with the plane up for the better dispersion.
I mean, they're going to hit him, but they're not going to hit him hard enough to kill him, Zath.
No.
They are going to dislodge him, however, and flip the A cap, but that does not end. That doesn't do them any good. They're too far behind now. At this point, RESIN will still win the game before TWA does if nothing changes. TWA has to bag a kill to force the timer to swap over.
Indeed, yep. TWA needs a pick, but they can't really get an easy one. There's Eagle Lance is, I guess, the best opportunity. Ooh, Silverblade.
How did Eagle get spotted there? Did he open fire?
I think he opened fire.
Oh, that's why would you have done that? There's like 7 of them shooting at you.
Yeah.
He's gonna die. That's gonna be the pick. He's dark again, but it won't matter. There's too many shells falling in. Why did that happen?
I just don't understand.
I don't understand there either, but they might, if they can get Vile in return here, they're going to have to pick up somebody. They have to pick up somebody.
And Mad Dog's Hydro is down, so he doesn't have the opportunity to get involved. Silverblade shooting out in Mabuki's. No, at Boom Diada. Oh, look at that white bar. Boom Diada's the pick now.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
Boom Diada's
goodness.
Very low. Who shot him?
We're just watching. We're just... the battleship.
Oh, okay.
He got bungoed.
How could the bungo get a shot? Oh, the bungo could get a shot over the island?
Yes.
Wow, that's
I watched
wild.
it come in.
They're trying again.
He's dark.
He is dark now. 15-point lead and growing here for
Mad
TWA.
Dog detected.
Yeah, Mad Dog's lit on the surface. He's going to have to smoke. RESIN needs a kill here, but I don't know where they're going to get it, Zath.
I don't understand. Oh.
Well, Boom Diada goes down.
2 kills.
That's pretty well the game now. 20 seconds on the timer. RESIN was holding really firm. I almost want to go back and watch the replay there. I do not understand how Eagle got lit. I feel like...
You know what I'll bet? I'll bet he was clicking the mini-map and he didn't have the control key all the way down. So
you think it was accidental?
Fired his guns by accident. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you don't make that kind of mistake in a competitive play
Not
like
at this
that.
level of play. That's very
Oh,
unusual.
my God. RESIN had this in the bag.
Well, okay.
And they just...
I will not say they had it in the bag. They were on track for the win, right? TWA still had to make some plays, which they did. But all they had to do was, again, they had about a 20-second lead on the timer. They had built up enough lead that there was not time for TWA to cap them. TWA had to get a kill. So what you do in that situation, right, is that you try to extend the game and force your opponent to make an error. They're looking at the timer going, we have to get a kill, which means we have to push, which means we have to take risks. And then you punish them for taking the risk. That's the advantage of being in the lead. And apparently, however we got there, Eagle opening fire flipped the whole thing around.